You're out on a mission and bullets start flying and all that. How do you train for people to be calm when they're really encountering that for the first time?
Well, so again, you don't train. You assess and select those people with the attributes to be able to calm themselves, to be able to understand and manage their autonomic system in a way that allows them to be calm through that. Now, what you do train is you train in the skills that you'll need in that environment. But those skills could be very basic, like shooting and moving and communicating, right? And what happens, and what units like that often do, is you train those skills to the level of mastery. In other words, you train to the level of you don't have to think about doing them. And it's not because necessarily, they're Navy SEALs, they have to be masters. It's because once you get to that level where you don't necessarily have to think about it anymore, you've just freed up your mind from a lot of space, or given it a lot of space to now navigate the uncertainty of the environment, right? And that's really what it is. When the bullets start flying, the number one thing you're going to be doing is figuring out what the hell is going on right now, and what's the next move. Where are people? You're figuring out the environment. The shooting back, the moving, and all that stuff, that's secondary. And so you train so that those skills are secondary, so that you're freeing up your conscious mind to actually deal with the uncertain environment.
Are there core components of achieving mastery, or is it a very different approach depending on what skill that you're actually trying to learn?
Boy, that's a great question. I would say the components would probably be dependent on what you're trying to master. But I think at a base level, to master anything, you have to take it down to the fundamentals. And so whatever the discipline you're trying to master is, you have to figure out what the fundamentals are first, and get really good at those, and kind of use this old the old adage in the SEAL teams: slow is smooth is fast. You start very slow and start very deliberately, and you take the time and you put in the hours to slowly develop this muscle, so that you get smooth, and smooth ends up being fast. And it's really interesting when you're in the business of gunfighting, right? You recognize that the key to success in a gunfight is being slow and smooth and very deliberate, right? And you sometimes I watch these old westerns and I wonder what it would have been like to kind of do one of these duels. But you know that the people who won those things when they used to do it were the people who were just very slow and deliberate. Because if you go too fast, you're going to miss, you know. And so I think it's the process of just doing that helps manage your thinking in a way that actually is very conducive to success.